Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Hello people of the internet, this is Normal69 and this is From the Depths, mainly fuel campaign, but I got a time to take a peek into the adventure mode. This is the Carnage. We were beginning to fight from 5 kilometers distance, and as you can see, the Carnage lasers absolutely destroying my craft. No, I just missing 3 hit points on the lower right side, you can see. So these are big lasers shooting at me. I have no smoke defense, I have no laser shielding. It's just wood, metal and a bit of heavy armor. So I don't consider lasers so OP overpowered weapons like on the forums there are opinions, and of course if someone designs a full out laser that will crush everything, but everyday lasers not so big. And sadly I'm at around 5th difficulty level in the adventure mode, and this encounter is really rare, so I'm usually just going peacefully, and some little unit sometimes comes along to shoot at me. So I don't know if the adventure mode is worth to make a video about, because yes, it is fun, but you have to wait so long for something to come along. I will experiment about it and notify you the results, but I will try to go to insane difficult levels and see how much enemy will come at me and how hard are they. But that's it. And as you can see, I think the Carnage has shielding, but a lot of bullets and missiles just wrecked it. And here my little drones coming back because there are no enemies around. Also they come back if they suffered some damage. This is a usual protocol now with drones. Oh, and now the game goes on simple display level, and I didn't make it 2 times faster, so this is the original speed. Okay, and let's switch back to the campaign now, because there are some units I would like to show you. Just a moment please, and flip the page. Okay, this is the NRG, and the NRG is a laser sniper craft with lamps, some shields which always pointing at the enemy's direction, the usual armoring, and some missiles on the top for fancies. And we are against paddle gun prototype. I don't think that would be a problem with its cram cannons and missiles. So here is my little green-eyed monster. It was upgraded by Mati. He's from Prague, I think so. And he just installed some stronger fuel engines inside it to keep up with the NRG requirement. So thank you for him. Let's see how the enemy fares. Oh, and it's not a Padagon, it's a Steamworks. The Steamworks is special because it looks so good, and special again because, as we will see, it's prepared to make a seppuku, it will kill itself by that little gun on the back under it. So maybe that should be removed someday later, because as you can see it shoots its own belly because the shots want to travel a ballistic way, or some constraints on the shooting angle needed, or just that little bit of equipment which prevents it to shoot itself, because as you can see, as me shooting at it is not so effective. And it's already dead. I don't know, I killed its AI or it got it itself, but that's it. So I try to make a unit with fuel efficient lasers. I don't know how it goes, as you can see the parameters on the right, how much fuel I used up, etc. And it's a strange thing because I discovered you need actual engine power to power the shields, and it seems that simple batteries not enough. Okay, this is another of my units, a Nordlish inspiration, the Ripsab. And we are against the Conger because I tried to expand to the northeast direction, and we met some Atlases and other easy units which I won't want to show you because that's boring. But Conger is hard enough enemy of the pirates. So I notify you again, this is the original speed of the game on my computer with simple graphics. I have 4 cores, 16 gigabytes of memory, and NVIDIA, I think 97 GTX card. So it's good enough. It started from the water, which sometimes is a problem with the campaign, but not for us. And it began to fight, and it seems not to shoot itself, and it's beautiful, of course. So, trying to cramming my Ripsab, but crams usually come later in the game when the enemy is half destroyed or has its movement crippled. Then it's a finishing blow to the enemy. Funnily, the Ripsab, my unit, doesn't have any cram cannons, but his children, the Joybringer Orc, flying bodies has, as you will see later. It has some hash and heat and smoke IP. And some frag shells. And everything on it, of course, has super cavitation. And drones are mainly providing its detection, besides some radar buoys on its missiles, because everything close to the enemy produces better targeting data. So begin the gutting and the skinning, as we do in Skyrim. As you can see, here are little Joybringers. Maybe they will need belly rams, because it's just rammed the enemy's tail. But it can survive and they repair each other. We are happy family, all of my units exchanging detection data and repair and resources. So yes, it will not be a Conger more, or it will be a Conger no more. I know which sentence are more correct, but I'm practicing. So I like this when the enemy gets unnecessary amount of damage from every possible direction. And I'm considering to set the difficulty level on this campaign just one nuke below godly. So I have two causes, because if you play the game godly, two problems arise. First, because I'm a turtlish strategy player, every enemy territory will be around max level of defense. If you have maximum level of enemy defense, it will randomly choose mainly godly units for protection. And those godly units are so big, the second cause of my choice, that they slow the game unnecessarily, because the battles will be long, which I like, but the battles will sometimes halt and freeze for a few seconds, or it remains slow, and you and I think cannot enjoy. That's why I'm playing back the battles usually at double speed for you, for the viewers. So as you can see, I'm shooting it and everything works perfect. Even my little plane, the monk, spits out its cram bomb, making it joy, because it fires not so often, but then it packs a punch. As you know, cram shell slowly gets bigger and bigger more you wait, and because that little plane flies above the enemy not so often, the damage is awesome. And also you can see the power of magnets in the missiles, as missiles which should slowly drift along in the water gets attracted to the enemy a lot. Now you can set them to 100 meter for the attraction. And all the torpedoes comes, and here was a design flag in my unit, because later I've changed to hash the flak rounds, because the flak rounds keep destroying my missiles around the enemy, my own missiles of course. And there will be a problem, because while I'm fighting more north from this square, I accidentally traveled into white flares territory, so I've got this. And I just got attacked. So you can drift into the enemy territory while you are in combat. It strongly makes your relationships go down with that nation, and I've got attacked with a godly force. So I'm just staying in a depression in the ocean floor, so the underwater mountain keep me protected against the enemy shells. And let's see how it goes. It's a Longinus, which first tried to kill me, and of course this battle is on double speed now, so you can compare the slowness of the game with godly units. And yes, my units, almost all units which are above water, gets to shred to pieces, because as you can know, I'm not a fan of overshielding. So I must say my little backside hole was shrunken enough from my fear that now I will be surely killed. But let's see how it goes. And these are only the smaller units which were spawned in. The bigger ones are waiting for a unit's funeral. So I have not so much unit, just surprisingly survivable Joybringers, just one, the other got shredded too. And the next units are coming, and I try to focus my fire on the old one, because the old one is above me. I hope it will be destroyed and doesn't make my missiles go for it. So what should I do? I can spawn in some small units here because I have some resources with me. Oh, this is a teared off arm of a Joybringer, and two small boats are still shooting at me, trying to shoot underwater, which is most likely not a strong point of the White Flare faction. But they are overshielded and maybe try to kill the other Joybringer in the air, because usually target prioritization take in consideration the higher units up there, while my simple lasers try to get it. So what should I do? What should I do? Mainly, do not panic. Just it says in the Galaxy Guide for Hitchhiker's book. Okay, let the battle go, because these are only the smaller enemies. And maybe I need to wait for the big one. Okay, Longinus is almost dead. It lost its propulsion and get hooked on the terrain. So I'm surely can execute it, exterminate. I'm happy because on the sides those things with little glass legs were supposed to turn up when it's firing, and now it's working. These are the missiles. I will change that one turn later, because they are radar controlled and radar missiles don't need one turn. Maybe it helps, of course. And I just keep taking pictures about the enemies which I've already encountered, because in the game you get pictures for the units when you take pictures about them. So that is somewhat important. Okay, you get a lot of care and love from below. So hopefully you won't stay alive for a long time. And yes, only 3 of my units have AIs. That one is AI dead. Oh, and the big one spawned in and it has packs. Okay, Darkova Nova. This is the same enemy, with a hell of a lot of packs. I don't know its damage type. Luckily, it does its work from far away, circling me. But still, that should be a problem, because in the case of the cheaper rib sub, is the same construction as my unit Samson. It has not have a full cover around it like a bucket which you put on your head, but it has gaps. And there are an unnecessary amounts of pack on this unit, and I'm getting hit with torpedoes because when I did this unit I haven't know torpedo defense so well. So maybe this unit, one of that little turrets upon it needs to be an anti-torpedo flak gun. But this battle wasn't planned, so I have to do as I can. So no missiles and enemy shells hurting me from the perforator, but the packs. Okay, we made a nice hole in you, please die already. Oh, and one of my units gets its AA repair back, just as I look into the computer menu. Oh, unnecessary amount of packs. It's not EMP, I don't know what kind of damage it produces, but I'm interested in it. So please comment below the video if you know what kind of pack damage the perforator does. Thank you. So I'm still keeping myself in that hole, but my shells are prevented to react with the enemy beautifully too. So I'm trying to circumvent this place and go into another hole. Let's just see how it goes. Because I think it's better if I can shoot at my enemy too. Strategic movement in combat, you know. You won't need all the time to leave the units automatic. You can pilot them and you can set course for them. So maybe we can get this ship now. Hopefully. Or I will die, I don't know. Maybe I will go mad in this campaign and attack the Onyx Watch too, just to see how my turtling defense goes. Oh, a lot, I mean a lot of damage. I need to build protection fortifications undersea against these units. Good idea. Underwater attack cannons, which can go through shields, maybe beside the high caliber anti-torpedo flags and a high caliber anti-shield fortification underwater would be good. Because then the fortification can prevent torpedoes reaching my defense and strip off shields of the enemy, which my other units can finish them. Yep, maybe it's a good idea. And also smoke shells everywhere. I'm still not using, and I still won't use, unnecessarily strong gravitation rams, because flinging the enemy away from some kilometers or into the space is not my kind of style. I like cheese, but I like balanced cheese. For example, inner turret mounted detection systems are good, okay, and repairing each other is good, okay, but no flinging away. So as you can see, this is a godly unit, and the battle goes slower and slower, and of course it's over shielded, so I think it drains huge resources. I most definitely won't use this unit in my side in the battle. And my sub is really simple. There is a really stable little submarine in the middle, which holds up like a turret the outer shell rips up. And maybe I could strip this ship of some of its guns if I survive this fall, and some of its detection systems. Although my robot keeps falling in the line of fire, so I try to avoid it. And this is double speed. And if you play like this at the original speed, it will take half an hour or 1 hour long battles, which are extendedly slow. I must keep mentioning it. Okay, nice hits. And my smoke shells are effective. So I think its visual detection is crippled now, because the enemy has this nice smoky blob on it. But we are patient as always. So here is your backside little cannon. Can I help you to detach the barrels, maybe? A little back massage, if I may say so. Thank you very much, you won't shoot anymore. Now the second cannon, which seems to be problematic for me to reach. Okay, I'm shooting the right piece, the left one, and I don't think I can shoot this piece because it's protected so much, maybe from a different angle, because my bullets which are reflected also damage me. From this side maybe? No. If I jump a bit? No, okay. Maybe from here? No. So I think I just go for the next cannon, because spending time here will make me lose this battle. So, do you have any weak points? No? This is an armor detection that has a huge amount of HP, half otherwise. So I just concentrate on other cannons, but I cannot really know from where my bullets originate. But okay. I will give you deep probing, so you won't repair so much easily. How are we? Okay, try to move a little bit, please. While I'm working on the enemy, can I shoot these missiles? You can see the problem from an FPS player. So I don't feel from where my bullets are coming out. Okay, that cannon seems to be in pieces, but still shooting at me. So if I don't... yeah. That is the other connection I need to sever and I maybe get deeper work on it, because if I can shoot the ammo containers, they will chain react and explode. Okay, this is a long time, even at double speed. So I think we should make a little jump in time and see how it goes after I fell off and teleport back to my unit. And oh, there was an explosion. No chain reaction, sadly. Okay. And we were eating a hole for a long time inside this unit. And I'm trying to going back with a little unit of mine to be near and reach it, but sadly it's slow. And although I keep trying to reach the enemy, it has no avail, because it runs away and runs away, even it missing its whole right side. But as you can see, the shells came through somewhat on the triple shielding, if you shoot it enough. So I think it's maybe really a percentage chance of a shield reflecting off an enemy shell, and a lot of shells produce some hits which are working. That's why I'm saying that the shields are not so strong, because if some nastiness goes through them and you don't have armor, and if you have armor, even then you can hit the enemy and kill the enemy. Okay, I'm just going back, and this is once again the original speed of the game. So what more can I do for you? I am perfectly repaired now, that's a good thing. I don't seem to ram the enemy, so maybe my little plane monk can fly over him, or her, or it, the perforator, and I can jump down and maybe capture it or damage it more with my little minigun. There were also those freezes, freezes from 2 to 10 seconds, which I promptly cut out from the video, just believe me. And as you can see, I have mostly no target prioritization. It is enough me if I can saw the enemy in half. And there are more hits that way, because I'm not trying to shoot at the end of the enemy unit, frequently missing it. What can I say? We will see in the next video if my setting the game of one nuke easier construct prevents it to being slow, freezing temporarily, and providing battles which are not so good. Because honestly, I consider this kind of shield spamming and building on the player side, not the enemy side, a little bit of cheesy, because this ship, I think, consumes the whole national budget of the USA in one battle. Not battle, but battle, I think. And that kind of material and fuel usage on a player side can be kept up easily. Or I rather try to go with my way and see how interestingly I will die in this campaign. No. I shot you so much you are two-dimensional and die. So I just pause the game with F11. No. You can die peacefully now. Bye bye. So that was it. I'm at war with two factions at the same time, the White Flares and the Deep Water Guard. And let's see how can I survive this. If you have any suggestions, please comment. If you have questions, please do the same. If you rather see my other series more frequently, please comment on that too. And if you like my effort to provide entertainment for you, please give a thumbs up. If you give me a thumbs down, please comment about that in the comment section why you haven't liked my videos. So you can see now here almost all my drones have died and my resources went to repair myself to win this battle. And now I will repair them, and as every funny fluffy bunny, I will flee down to my base back and prepare the area for the enemy assault. So, Darkovanova, I think we are in the same shoe now. What can I do? I'm intentionally not conquering the Deepwater Guard. So let's go home. For you, have a nice time, have a nice weekend, have a nice day, and have a nice, happy, boring new year. This was Norma69. Bye bye.